Good morning.
Good
Hey, it's
morning,
time for
Adam.
another edition of Coffee and Vinyl, and today we have Allan. Good morning, Allan. Allan C Records. How are you?
Doing great, Adam, and yourself? I woke up this
Good.
morning, and it's a good day.
I did wake up this morning. It is a good day. I felt like, gosh, I haven't drank alcohol in years, just because I just don't drink alcohol. But I felt like I have a hangover. Just, just, just not proper rest. But you know
You
how
have a 45 record hangover.
I have a 45 record. I got this. What's that, Donna Summer? I got the sweetest love hangover. I got a 45 hangover. Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, absolutely, Allan. And you were there so last night I did a buy it now sell of 7-inch picture sleeves, and they were $2 each. And Allan, you were there. Did you get some cool stuff?
Yes, I did.
Awesome.
Thank you for doing it.
Oh, you're so welcome. It was fun. It was 3 hours. It was a blast.
Yes.
It was 3 hours. So, so like last night when Carol was with me, and my image was large and hers was small. I don't think I can do it the other way around, but I'm just going to try this to see if I can. I don't think I can.
I'm small.
I'm small. Yeah. So when you're showing the records, I don't like
There
it.
we go.
When you're showing the records, I can solo you, and we'll go from there. So yeah. So Allan, you were telling me that your record store, you
My local record store.
they got in they did a buyback, and you were invited to go out there and take a look at some of the records, right?
Yes, and I did buy some records, which I showed last time we were together on this live stream yard.
Yeah.
And then the same record store owner called me and and said, I got a bunch of other records here that I can't use in my store. Nobody's been buying them or whatnot. Do you want them? And I ended up he gave me approximately 70 records or so. I didn't count them. And there's some good stuff in there that I like and will enjoy. And there's other things that really not my cup of tea, but he said, just take them. You can have them.
Absolutely. Hey, good morning, Adam. Cheers.
Morning, Adam.
And then here's Stephen Batten. Good morning, Stephen.
Morning, Stephen. Cheers.
Cheers, Stephen. Adam says, looks like I missed a good one last night. I was rewatching the video. Whoa, those Tom Petty picture sleeves were a treat, let me tell you.
Yes, they were. And I only got one. And believe it or not, I wanted some more also, but I was only.
And you tried.
Yeah, I was fortunate just to get the last one.
Oh, my. Well, very cool. Yeah. And there were still some that I'm like, can't believe these didn't sell. But it was awesome. Yeah. All right, getting back. So your record store contacted you and said, hey, got some records and they're free.
Yep.
And then you went and got some, huh?
I said, why not? I'll go look.
Cool. Well, great. Are you going to share with us today some of the ones you got, or all of the ones you got, or what's the plan?
Sure. How much time we got?
Let's try to keep it at an hour, but
All right.
Okay. Just let me know when you're ready, and I'm going to solo you.
I'm picking up the pile, grabbing the first bunch. They're right in front of me. So you let me know, and here we are.
There you go.
All right, this first one is a two-parter. There's two parts to this, and the name of it is called South's Greatest Hits. Now, these are actually really good albums. I'm actually looking forward to hearing them. The groups and the solo players that are on this are the Allman Brothers, Greg Allman, the Amazing Rhythm Aces, the Atlanta Rhythm Section, Elvin Bishop, the Charlie Daniels Band, Dr. John, Leonard Skinner, the Marshall Tucker Band, Outlaws, and Wet Willie. So here's the front of the cover. It's always difficult to find the right angle. Here we go. Here's the front. Look at that sight.
Oh yeah.
And here's the back of it. I'm not going to take the records out unless you really want me to pull a record out, then I will. But here's the song choices. If you want to read that real quick. But I can see it's blurry on my side, my end. So that's part 1. This is volume 2. There's a guy fishing. And it looks like it has the same artist on it. There they are. Marshall Tucker, Atlanta Rhythm Section, Charlie Daniels. Oh, there's Stillwater there, Wet Willie, Sea Level. So probably has a bunch of their hits. So Into You, Atlanta Rhythm Section, Long Haired Country Boy, Charlie Daniels Band, Jessica, Allman Brothers, Mindbender, Stillwater, and Street Corner Serenade. Love that song by Wet Willie.
There you go. So do you think it's the condition or the title that your record store couldn't sell it?
No, they're in great shape. I actually checked out all these records, and they're not beat up or anything.
Yeah,
I mean they're mint. Here's the this is on Capricorn Records.
Yeah, so those 2 compilations. You know, I'm one of those stores that loves stocking Grateful Dead, and I love stocking Jam.
Yeah.
And maybe it's because we're a little more south, but those 2 compilations, they would sell for me just like that.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. So anyway. So are those keepers or getting rid of?
Oh, I'll keep those.
Okay, good. Cool.
There's a lot of the stuff I do enjoy.
Yeah, Adam says that's an awesome compilation.
Yes, it's funny. They both have cut corners on them, so I guess they made the discount bin back in.
Absolutely, or they were promotional. I would buy them for sure, says Adam. Very cool.
The next one up is really cool, and it's really cool because it's still in the shrink. It's the Pink Panther music from the film score composed and conducted by Henry Mancini. Look at this. Still in the shrink.
Absolutely. And that's a seller for me. I don't have that one in stock at the moment.
Look at that.
Doo-doo, doo-doo.
I can't wait to listen to this one. I haven't listened yet.
It sounds so good, Adam.
It's on the RCA Victor Dynagroove.
Dynagroove.
Yep, and it's got that. I'm amazed it has the shrink on it, and it still has the price code A. There it is.
$18.
And this again is in spectacular shape. Look at this. It's the first time I've actually looked at it. It's on RCA Victor, the black label.
There you go.
Someone's alarm is going off in the background. I got my windows open so I can get some breeze in here. So look at that. Amazing. It still has the original inner sleeve. So there are some good records in here. The next one, this is really cool. This is, now I'm not sure if this is the original version or not, but this is a test pressing new disco mix Atomic from Blondie. Look at this. Now why he gave this away is beyond me. Unless he didn't know what it was. I don't know.
Wow. My Cure test pressings are on that same label.
Yep, so this is a test pressing.
Wow.
And then for ha-has, because this kind of reminds me of my younger brother. He was into this music, and so I grabbed this too. Well, like I said, he just said, hey, you can take whatever you want out of this. Just take it. So I took it. This is Nucleus. Jam on it.
Dum, 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 dum. Yeah, I love that record. I love that song.
And I picked up Foreigner's first album. I'm pretty sure I have this in my collection, but hey, why not a second copy? Here's Foreigner's first album debut when they had 7 members of the band.
That's a good seller.
Six.
Ah,
So, yeah.
that is such a good seller.
Yep.
It's a good record too.
Maybe he had a few copies and didn't care. All right, now we're going to get to some Neil Diamond. I don't know if there's any Neil Diamond fans, but it was in that pile. There was 5 Neil Diamond LPs. First one up is Stones.
Mm-hmm.
Next one is Moods. Next one is Serenade with the hype sticker and shrink. And the last, next to last is Gold. This is pretty interesting. It's I'm not going to show the person's name, but there's a cool sticker on here, and it says from the music library of.
Is it Linda?
Nope. Her first name. Her first name is Gail.
All right.
Look at this. Look at this sticker.
Oh wow, that's cool.
I found that funny.
I love finding stuff like that.
And the last Neil Diamond that I got is, let's see what the title of this one is. Taproot Manuscript.
Oh yeah.
Looks like he's behind bars.
I am, said I. I really like Neil Young on Bang, B-A-N-G, and he wrote so many good songs for everybody. His records are always good.
Yeah, I think I have a couple of his earlier LPs in the collection.
You walk in a record shop and there's like 5 of the same record because there's so many. So I could see why he would pass those on. But yeah, that's cool though. Good for you.
So far that's the first batch. I'm just trying to get these back in order.
If you're just joining Allan C Records, his local record store called him up and says, "Hey, I got some VCLT," and so Allan takes off and he brings back I think you said around 70 records. So
yeah, probably.
Allan's showing us some of the cool records he found. So yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah, I still can't believe I got these all for free. Anyway, back to it. This is the best of Bread on Elektra.
Oh, I love Bread. We were talking about Bread last night in the cell.
Yeah, David Gates is the only member left, the lead singer and guitarist that's alive.
Oh yes.
I think all the other members, unfortunately, have passed away already.
I love Bread's first album. That's my favorite.
And not only did I get that best of Bread, but I also got the sound of Bread. There's 16 finest songs. This is all you need. Ready for this one?
Yeah. That's great. That's great. Some people enjoy greatest hits. I'm not one of those people. Let's say good morning to Stephen.
Good morning, Stephen. How you doing?
Cheers. Good morning, Stephen. There's Neil Diamond's on Uni or Classic. Yeah. Serenades. Yeah. Gold is.
Yeah. I want to tell you about Bread. You know, I know they're considered mellow rock, but they have such great classic love type songs. And there's a few songs, especially the song Aubrey. I don't know if anybody out there knows the song Aubrey by them, but it is a fantastic song.
There you go. Have you heard Bread's first record?
Is it one of the big hits or no?
No, of course not. Their first record is incredible. It's very psych. I love it.
What's the title?
It's the one with the money on the cover.
Oh.
I'll get a visual. I'll find out while you're showing.
Also, their Guitar Man song is great. Make It With You, Mother Freedom. I love that song. A lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, then everybody has this record in their classic rock. Well, they're kind of like country rock, I guess. Poco, Legend, great album here.
Great illustration on the cover too, but yeah, that's a good record.
This had 2 big hits on it, Heart of the Night and Crazy Love. Great album. Actually, I think I might have a MoFi of that.
Oh, the one you just showed?
Yes. The next
if you decide to keep the one you just showed and get rid of the MoFi, let me know.
Okay. The next LP I have here is the Ozark Mountain Daredevils. It's Alive.
Oh yeah, they always have the coolest covers.
And what's their biggest hit? Anybody? I got some trivia. Who knows their biggest hit?
I can't think of it right now. Do they earn bonus points, record crate bonus points if they win, if they get it right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool.
We'll give it a minute.
We'll give it a minute.
Don't look it up now.
Crazy Love is still a beautiful song.
Absolutely.
Jackie Blue, congratulations, Adam.
Yes, Adam got it.
That's it. Bonus points. Steven comes in too. He earns a few bonus points, not as many.
Bonus points.
Yeah, record crate bonus points. Congratulations, guys. Hey, that Bread record is a self-titled 1969 Bread.
Oh.
Yeah. It's the one with money on the cover.
The next one up is the 20 greatest hits of Everly Brothers.
There you go.
There it is. And you don't need anything else but this record. And this is actually a Holland pressing on masters. So it's an import. Let's show the label real quick. If anybody's interested, here it is.
Oh, wow. I love those German pressings. Adam North Carolina said his dad had a bunch of those Ozark records, and I always liked the song Jackie Blue. It takes you in a place.
All right, this next two records, these bring back childhood memories for me. So that's the main reason why I when I saw these two records, didn't have them in my collection, I was pretty happy. First one we got is Twist with Chubby Checker on Parkway. There he is doing the twist. There he goes. Look, there goes Chubby. He still got it. And here he is on the back. Come on, everybody, let's do the twist. And the next one, this song I really love. Yeah, Adam, that probably was one of their biggest hits.
Yep.
Bye Bye Love. Absolutely.
They had tons of songs that were real popular.
And now the next Chubby Checker, here we go. It's pony time. Come on. Another childhood song that I remember my aunt used to play a lot. It's pony time.
It's pony time.
Yep. And there he is again.
Is he doing the pony there?
He's doing the pony. All right, next one. Bonnie Tyler, It's a Heartache.
Good record. Absolutely good record.
Her voice, for some reason, sounds a lot like Rod Stewart. I don't know why I feel that way.
Never thought about that.
Don't you think? They're both kind of raspy.
Yeah, very raspy and absolutely.
Yeah. Yep, that was the big hit she had. She had another song that was pretty big too, right? Besides It's a Heartache. Do you remember what it was, Adam?
Well, didn't she do a total eclipse of the heart?
Yep, you got it.
And when we had that eclipse a couple years ago. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, she was quite an attractive woman.
Whoa. There's something coming up in Q. Cool.
Here's an interesting one if you're into the disco.
All right, check this out. Mike Gibbs.
Mike Gibbons from Badfinger played drums on that Bonnie Tyler album. Wow, very interesting, Stephen.
I'll have to go pull my copies of that and put it in the Beatles sale that I'll be doing in a few weeks.
I actually met Mike Gibbons at a Beatle Fest about at least 10 years ago or more, and
Uh-huh.
I got him to autograph one of my Badfinger albums.
Man, wouldn't that have been great if you took the Bonnie Tyler there? Oh, you didn't have it then, but if
Yeah.
someone autographed that, that would have been awesome.
And then unfortunately, he died within 6 months to a year after I met him at the Beatle Fest. So I found myself very fortunate to be able to meet him and talk to him. He was a very friendly man, and he spoke to me for at least 15 minutes. I told him growing up, I used to listen to Badfinger. I remember my mom playing the AM radio, and the first time I heard Come and Get It, I was hooked on Badfinger. And I told him that story, and he was like, "Oh my God, that means a lot to me that you're telling me that story." So
Yes.
it was very nice conversation, and I was really sad that within 6 months to a year of meeting him, I got a picture of him signing the album. Also, I still have it in my photo album. Maybe one day I'll get it out and show it.
That'd be cool.
And it was very. I was really heartbroken when he died soon after I met him.
Yeah. And if you ever do like a little Badfinger video and you show your photograph, you can show that Bonnie Tyler also.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
The next one is this is kind of a disco-y song. It's pretty cool, actually. It's called Hustle Hits. It's got Kool and the Gang on it, Mother Earth, Spirit of the Boogie, Sunny, The Crown. A lot of the players I don't really know. The Crown Heights Affair, Gary Tom's Empire. There's a version of here of Drive My Car. Oh, I see that. Badfinger's Wish You Were Here is one of my top 10 favorite albums of all time. Yeah, I have that. It's on Warner Brothers. That is a good album. But here it is. Here's the disco. This is in shrink. It's got original long disco version. How to hustle and easy instructions on the back.
I would love to hear the disco version of 8675309. That would be cool.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Let's see. Drive My Car is done by Gary Tom's Empire. 5 minutes and 44. That I definitely got to let. When I saw this record, I was like, I definitely got to play that.
8675309. Very cool.
All right, now this one I have no idea who it is, but this was thrown in the pile. The name of the group is Water Lilies and Never Get Enough. I guess it's some kind of dance mix or something, but it's a promo. It says promotional only, not for sale, and it's on a cool colored vinyl. So this was in here.
Well, it's on Sire. That tells you a lot.
Yeah.
Water Lilies.
But I know nothing about it. Zero.
Well, cool. Fun stuff to listen to and discover.
We're only about a quarter way through, or maybe not even. Tell me if people are getting bored.
342.
Oh.
There you go. Hey, I'm listening. I muted my mic, but I was listening to that Gary Tom's Empire. 86753, and it's full of synthesizers. If you just say you don't want that record, I'll be interested in it.
Oh. All right, next we have Carly Simon, Come Upstairs. Let's see if this had any big hits on it. Oh, this had Jesse on it. The big hit, Jesse. I think that song came out in what, 79 or 80? One of her last big, I think it's one of her last big hits. Next up, a great album and a great artist who's no longer with us, Jerry Rafferty.
Oh, yeah, that's a good record.
Yes. It's got Baker Street on it, Right Down the Line, Home and Dry. A lot of good songs on this. He was with Steelers Wheel before he came into his own. All right, the next one up is 12 in a Row, a collection of Tommy Roe's greatest hits.
Oh yeah, love that butterfly shirt.
So this has everything from Jam Up and Jelly Tight to Dizzy, Sheila, Sweet Pea, Hooray for Hazel. Yeah, he had some good songs. Heather, Honey. I believe this is on the ABC Dunhill.
Is Crimson Clover on there?
Did he do that song, or that was Tommy James?
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Did Tommy Rowe do that song?
I don't know. I was thinking Tommy, but I think you're right.
Yeah. Next up, we have. Oh, I love this girl. Back in the day, she was one of my crushes.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Oh yeah.
Sheena Easton.
A good one to have a crush on, huh?
She's from Australia. Still in the shrink.
It was Tommy James.
Yeah, she had her first two big songs were Morning Train, 9 to 5, and also Modern Girl. They're on this record. And she's the one that she hooked up, well, I don't know if she was dating Prince for a little while, but he wrote a couple of her big hits in her later period, like 87, 88. She had a couple big hits, like Sugar Walls. I think Prince wrote or produced. Stephen, you are right. She is Scottish, my bad. I got her confused with Olivia Newton-John. Sorry.
Ooh.
Another crush of mine.
Yeah. And I'm Scottish also, as well as cousin Carol and Steve.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah,
you're Stephen is right.
Very cool.
And this Sheena, A Private Heaven, this is sealed.
The blessing and the curse of a sealed record.
Right. This one doesn't seem warped though.
Good.
It doesn't have real tight shrink, so I think it's good.
Are you going to open it?
I don't know.
They both
All
are
right.
ladies, that's for sure.
And then here's another one.
Oh yeah.
Let's see what songs are on here. Telephone. This is the song Telephone. That was a big hit. But she has a very soothing voice as well. I love her voice, Sheena Easton. Didn't she do a duet with Kenny Rogers, I think?
I think so. I think when Kenny died and I was going through, was it her or Kim Carnes? Some wonderful lady from the 80s did. I'll look that up as you're showing.
Next up, we have Burton Cummings.
Stand tall.
Yep. Was he with Guess Who?
Yeah, he sure was. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Man, what a voice that guy had, and could play the piano and write some songs.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, the next one up is Carole King Music.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
This is a gatefold.
Ah. So Kenny Rogers and Sheena Easton recorded We Got Tonight.
I thought so.
I guess he had the night with her. I mean, the song.
Yeah.
He also did some stuff with Kim Carnes, so we both were thinking wonderful 80s music in Kenny. So there you go.
All right. I think we're almost halfway. We're halfway there now.
Okay, good.
We're at the halfway point.
Halfway.
Now, I'm sure a lot of people like myself love this band in the 80s. Unfortunately, I think something has happened recently to Huey Lewis. with his voice, I believe, or his hearing. Maybe he can't. I don't think he can hear as well as he can, so he might not be performing anymore.
Yeah, I think you're right. It is his hearing, Stephen. I'm thinking the same thing. I mean, like, yikes. I mean, especially Neil Diamond with Shrink, and then those greatest hits of the South, Volume 1 and Volume 2. I mean, just so much good stuff.
You know what? I just think he was trying to get rid of some.
Fluff.
He has an overload of records, this guy, and I think he was just, I know him for a little while. I guess he was just trying to get rid of some stuff that's not selling well in his store.
Oh, absolutely. And also the fact that, he could gravitate toward the things that he enjoys best.
Right. And he just bought a big collection, that collection that I showed you, a few of the things I got. So he just wanted to get rid of some stuff. And he goes, I'll just, give them to you.
For you. Good for you. And in some stores around here, they don't even want to touch the Grateful Dead.
Well, here is Huey Lewis and the News 4. I really loved Huey Lewis and the News in the 80s. They got a lot of MTV play, when MTV first started out. And I always enjoyed his music. That one album that they had, Sports, that thing was hit after hit after hit after hit.
Don't forget Back to the Future.
Yep. This LP here had Jacob's Ladder on it, which was a big hit. Stuck With You, Hip to Be Square. It almost seemed like all their LPs they put out had at least 5-6 hits on it. It was crazy.
Amazing stuff.
Amazing, yeah. And now we're getting to some ladies, a couple ladies back to back here. We got Melissa Manchester. Hey, Ricky, this is called. Thank you, Stephen. I think I did as well.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Melissa Manchester. Hey, Ricky. Let's see if there's any big hits on this one.
She's good. She just doesn't get the love she deserved now.
No, I think that I believe this was a hit. You Should Hear How She Talks About You. Wasn't that a hit?
I'm not very familiar with her body of work, but I should be listening to it.
Yeah, I think that was a pretty big radio hit in 1982. Well, here's an interesting one, and this one has never been opened as well.
Uh-oh.
Ready?
Yes. Oh, that's nice.
Live at the Olympia in Paris, in Paris.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
She looks a lot like her mom there, Judy
Sure
Garland.
does. Yeah.
But this one has never been opened.
Very cool. Yeah.
Look at that.
I'm one of those stores, I don't mind putting Julie Garland and Liza Minnelli out there, and I sell a lot of Julie Garland.
Yep. I'm trying to see if there's a year on here when this came out.
Okay.
I don't see it though.
Yeah.
She does Everybody's Talking on here. God Bless the Child. My Mammy. Everybody Loves My Baby. As my phone rings, and I'm not going to pick it up.
Hey, in case you're, sorry, the wrong button. In case you're just joining us, good morning, Cars, Coffee and Vinyl. Thanks for stopping by. Allan is showing us some VCLT he got from his local record store, and Allan scored big time. He got like somewhere in the neighborhood of 70 records, and so we're hanging out, and Allan's just sharing with us all the cool records he got. And thanks for stopping by, everybody. Cheers.
Cheers. All right, next up, we got quite a few Willie Nelsons.
You're kidding me.
Nope.
Oh.
They don't sell well, I guess, in these parts.
I cannot keep Willie Nelson. I mean, like, let Tom Hagnotti find out I got Willie Nelson. He's like, and I'm like, okay. So there you go.
Oh, he likes Willie Nelson?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I can't keep Willie.
Well, this one is on Pear Records, and it's called Country Winners Willie Nelson, 2-record set. That's actually an RCA Special Products is involved, I guess.
Yeah, I love that label.
Here it is.
There he is. Bearded Willie.
Bearded Willie. It's a pretty cool cover, actually.
Yeah.
It's like a portrait. It's painted. And there's the RCA down there. Wow. Next one is Always on My Mind. You're always on my mind.
Oh my stars.
There he is.
Well, Stephen, we can say ×2. Oh gosh.
Here is Willie Nelson's Stardust with the hype sticker, and it actually has a Caldor sticker on it too.
Yeah, that's really good. I can listen to that one. Yeah, that's really good.
And there's the H Caldor.
Yeah, Caldor. I see that sticker a lot. I just don't. I've never researched what Caldor was.
Now look at this hat that he has on.
Oh yeah, he's quite the cool cat.
All right, there's more. This one's called Willie Nelson Pretty Paper.
Pretty paper. Yeah.
Like a postage stamp. This one was bought at Caldor also.
Is that one textured? Is the cover textured on that one? Embossed, textured. Just rub your finger over it like this.
I guess a little, sort of. Yeah, it is. Yep. I can feel the flower. I can feel the flowers on it.
There you go. So that's an earlier pressing. Good for you.
Got the shrink.
Adam NC said ×3. Dang it. That's a good score. See right here. There you go.
×3. And then the last Willie Nelson is called Without a Song, also bought at Caldor, and it has a hyper sticker on it too. A hype sticker. Autumn leaves, harbor lights. You'll never know as time goes by.
As time goes by.
So somebody went Willie Nelson shopping in Caldor.
With Julio Iglesias. Absolutely. Yep.
And now the next one up is we're done with Willie. We're done with Willie. The next one is Yesterday's Gone by Chad and Jeremy.
I love Chad and Jeremy.
On World Artists. Included in this LP, A Summer Song.
I'm drinking so it's cold brew coffee. It's what is it? It's Camellia. I like to buy that in the store. It's in the refrigerated section. It's concentrated, and I just add water and coconut milk to it.
This is a pretty cool label, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It sure is.
I guess these are records that do not sell well in my local area. So I'm still dumbfounded how I ended up with these records.
He's going to send you a bill for $300.
I'm sorry?
He's going to send you a bill for $300.
Nah. Now, this is some kind of a Bermuda or Jamaican music. I really don't know. It's called Moods of Peanuts. I have no idea who this is. You?
Well, it looks cool. I don't. It looks cool. Moods of... Yeah. It might be one of those vacation records. Your parents went down to the Bahamas and they came back with a record.
Well, it says on the back. It says the various moods of Peanuts Taylor. Didn't do any research on it, so I have no idea.
Definitely looks Caribbean. I mean, sometimes the hotel they stayed at, the house band had records for sale, and so I think that's how a lot of them came into the States. Yeah, which is cool. But some of them are really good. I mean, they're local artists who didn't have a big contract or anything, but they were able to self-release their records. And thank God for the American tourists. They would go down there and they would buy a record as they performed in the hotel.
Now we're going to get to some really interesting stuff. No, I'm kidding. Ready?
Yep.
Let's take the Tom Jones train.
Oh my stars! That's the 7-inch I sold last night. I had 2 of those. Did you get one of them?
I got one Tom Jones. I don't remember which one it was. The one you had doubles of.
Yeah. Well, now you have a companion for the LP.
It's not unusual.
What an entertainer that cat is.
And this one is still in shrink. This is called the Tom Jones Fever Zone.
Yeah, I see that one more often.
Delilah. And then this one's also in shrink. This is live in Las Vegas. Oh, look at that. He does Hey Jude and Yesterday.
There you go. I got that in my Beatles cell.
Love all of Tom Jones's albums on the Parrot label. Absolutely. And he also does Twist and Shout. And this is live at the Flamingo. And one of my favorite songs by Tom Jones is She's a Lady. And he also does Puppet Man, The Resurrection Shuffle. What?
Good morning, Soul Coaxon. Thanks for joining us. Cheers.
It's not unusual album. Is the very rare withdrawn cover. What? Are you serious?
All right, show it again, Alan. We got to see the rare cover.
I didn't even know that. Thank you, Soul Coaxing. I did not know that. It's a rare cover. Did you know that, Adam?
I did not.
This is a rare cover.
Well, great. Well, I'm going to look that up while you're showing the next record, and we'll come back to it. Oh, it's not unusual.
Wow.
Wow.
Thank you for that info.
Absolutely.
All right. Next up, I have 4 records by this artist. And these are kind of early LPs, so some people might like these. Ready? Here we go.
Here we go. Oh, sure. Sure.
Include Sonny and Alfie. This is still in the shrink. It's a little torn, but it still has a shrink. I think this might be one of her first solo LPs, I think. I'm not sure. Here's the back of it.
Who that guy?
I don't know. That's not Sonny.
It's not Greg.
Let's see. See if it says who it is. I don't know. I could tell you this album came out in 1965. It says it on the bottom. All right, the next one is interesting. This is the Sunny side of Cher, and it has the hype sticker Bang Bang on it.
They shot him dead. Oh, it's got the hype on it? I've never seen that with the hype on it or shrink. Wow, that's awesome. You're welcome.
And I love this picture of Cher. The name of this album is Half Breed.
Yeah, that's a good one. Has that got Cherokee? No. Half breed.
Yep. And it does. She also sings "How Can You Mend a Broken Heart," Bee Gees song. Oh, she does a Beatles song, "The Long and Winding Road."
Oh my stars! Got to put that in the Beatles cell.
And a song called "Chastity Sun."
Alan, you had a little bit of internet burp there. What did you say? A song, Chastity?
Chastity Sun.
Oh yeah.
And her daughter Chastity ended up being a son.
Yes.
How interesting is that?
Now? I can't recall.
All right, and the next one, I never saw this Cher album before. It's called "Bittersweet White Light."
Oh yeah. I've seen that before.
Here's the back of it. There's the song titles. All right, that's the end of Share. There are a lot of albums here, like I said. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's very cool.
All right, the next four are, try to get through these quicker. Here's a BJ Thomas album. Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head. This is Still in Shrink. It's called Sings His Very Best. It's on Springboard label, a low budget label.
Mm-hmm.
Next up in the Shrink is Dirty Dancing.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah. Here's a pretty cool record that I've never seen before. It's in the Shrink, The Very Best of Ray Stevens.
Oh wow.
Includes Misty.
The Streak.
Yep, Ahab the Arabs on here. Everything is Beautiful, a great song. Indian Love Call, 6 other hits.
I like the squirrel song. The Day the Squirrel Went Berserk. It's something.
Here's the He's the Joker.
He definitely is that.
All right. Next artist is Sylvia. I believe she had a hit in the Shrink. Let me see if I could see her hit back here. Oh, she had the song Nobody. I believe it came out in 82.
Nobody.
And RCA Records. Yeah, she was a one-hit wonder, that's for sure, Sylvia.
Was she more country?
She might have been borderline.
Okay.
I don't really know a lot about her. Maybe Steven does. And the next one we have here is Christmas with the Chipmunks, Volume 2. Starring Alvin, Simon, and Theodore.
Alvin.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
My sister-in-law sometimes calls me Alvin. All right. We're getting towards the end. Sort of.
Everyone I knew had that VHS with the music videos. It's me again, Margaret. Classic.
All right, we have a couple Supreme LPs here. Where Did Our Love Go? What did Steven just say about Chipmunks? I saw something real quick.
Something about the cover. How was the foil, the classic foil cover?
Oh, nice. And then we have more hits by the Supremes. Florence, Diana, and Mary. And then we have Stevie Wonder.
That's a good Stevie Wonder. I like his more funky stuff.
Yes. Boogie on Reggae Woman. I like that song.
Boogie on.
Yeah. And then we have a couple Roberta Flack's here.
Oh my stars! Do you have the one with Donny Hathaway?
No, I don't think so.
Oh yeah,
This one's called First Take with a hype sticker on it.
Yeah.
The first time ever I saw your face.
Ever I saw your face.
And also Chapter 2. All right. Now we have some Roberta Flack.
Yeah. I have one Roberta Flack in my now playing stand, which is really, really, really good. She is so good, just amazing.
Yeah.
She really,
Beautiful voice.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Blue Lights in the Basement.
Oh gosh.
Here's one with Donny Hathaway.
That is an incredible record, Alan. Alan, if you like late 60s, early 70s soul and funk, that is so good. And Donny Hathaway was so good.
Yes.
Wow.
I remember those a couple songs. And then here's another one by Roberta. Two more I got. This is Feel Like Making Love. That was a great song.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Look at that. And last but not least, this one includes Making Love. So I guess this was a different song. Here we go. I'm the One.
I'm not sure I've played that one before.
Next up, we have a Hall and Oates, Big Bam Boom.
Oh yeah.
And now the home stretch. Got a couple of Rick Springfield.
Oh wow.
There's another one. This is going to make a lot of people cringe. But it is sealed. I know why he gave this one away. Cassidy, Under Wraps. And it still is under wraps because it's never been opened.
Sean Cassidy has a record called Wasp.
Right.
Produced by Tom Rundgren. It is
Really?
an incredible record to listen to, and it is very hard to find. It's just not very common at all. Sure, I could go online and I could spend the money and have it here in a few days, but dang.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it really is. If you like the treatment that Todd Rundgren puts on records, it is incredible. Let's see. Tom, hey, good morning, Tom. Thanks for being with us, Tom. I'll bring the camera up.
Hello, Tom.
Cheers, Tom.
Cheers, as my cup is empty now.
Nobody knows that.
The coffee was so good, I drank it.
Those are heavy, keyboard heavy Rick Springfield albums. Adam, you might like them. Oh yeah, I actually do. Yeah, I actually do. Yeah. And I can still listen to Jesse's Girl. I still think that's a good song, and I really like it. And I was just thinking about soap opera stars that had a rock and roll music career, which is awesome.
Sean Cassidy albums sell better now than they have in the last 40 years.
I still love his TV show Gothic, which was shot right down the road. I guess it was videotaped.
Next one up, I've never seen before. I got to be honest. This is a Partridge Family album, and it's called Bulletin Board. And I never saw this before ever, and it's in the shrink.
Oh yeah, that was really cool.
I've seen a lot of their albums. I thought I saw all their LPs they had until I saw this. And look at this name of that record company store, Triple M Records Limited Special, $2.99.
Wow.
I wonder. Pretty interesting. It actually says Brooklyn, New York.
There you go. Super rare Partridge Family album with a shrink.
Oh wow! That's cool. And it actually has the Bell inner sleeve. Look at that. Bell Records. I never saw that before.
What I like about the Partridge Family is, like, I woke up and loved this part, which is great. It's a wonderful pop song. but some of their songs are psych pop and or pop psych, ever how you want to say it, and I love that aspect of it, especially the ones that people have never heard of.
Super clean record too. But I have never seen bulletin board before.
Very cool.
Put this back in the shrink cover. All right, let's see what we got next. All right, here's a good one. We got the Temptations, Cloud 9 in shrink.
That is a very good record, Cloud 9. Some of the Wrecking Crew played on the Partridge Family albums. Very cool.
Thank you, Stephen. Is it track listing?
Now, this really bothers me about your record store. This is like one of the greatest classic soul records from that time period. Yeah, that is Psychedelic Shack. I mean,
yeah, I have that record. I have that record, Adam.
Well, if you like Psychedelic Shack, you're going to like this one too. Well, you may already be familiar with it, but yeah.
The next record is Motown Winner's Circle, Volume 2, #1 hits.
Whoa, very cool.
See all the great songs that are on this?
Absolutely. I'm going to interject here with Stephen. He says, and the vocal arrangers were heavily involved in the Sunshine pop scene in the late 60s. You know, just like I was talking the other day, you may have missed it, but when I talked about psych orchestra, how some of the players would go over there and come on over and play on this record. I'll make some money that day. And they would bring in their influences and add it to the psych orchestra arrangements, and a little fuzz here, a little fuzz there, and just made it wonderful. And then the drummers were incredible. What if I try this? And the orchestra leader said, yeah, I like that. And it was just amazing.
All right, the next batch I have here, there's a few of them, is Gladys Knight and the Pips, and the first one is Silk and Soul. Somebody wrote their name here.
That is some good soul. Oh my gosh.
It has a theme from the Valley of the Dolls, Yesterday. Who didn't do a Beatles song on their album, right?
I can honestly say I never did. Thank you. But yeah, it's all over the. Yeah.
You had an album, Adam?
We'll talk about it another time.
Here's the track listing.
Yeah. One of the amazing gifts we have, folks, is Gladys Knight with her wonderful voice.
Absolutely. And here's another one, If I Were Your Woman. Gladys Knight and the Pips.
I love her expression on the bottom.
Yeah, really. She looks like she's zoned out. Look.
Oh. I love it.
There's the back. All right, next one we have Gladys Knight and the Pips, Still Together.
Wow.
This one's in the shrink.
Wow. Tomorrow I want to show you on Cars, Coffee and Vinyl. I want to show you one of my prized possessions, records that I own by Gladys Knight. So I hope I can remember that for tomorrow.
Okay. And the last one we have is Gladys Knight and the Pips, Imagination.
Yeah, that's a really good one. That's a popular one. Yeah.
And the next one, and then I have one more I'm going to show that means a lot to me, and then I'll be done. I mean, I have other records, but you know, because this has gone on quite a while.
What's that Pink Floyd you got from the guy?
Here is the history of British rock.
All right.
And this is a 2 LP set. I'll just show the tracks real quick. You got record 1. Record 2. You got the Kinks on here, Peter and Gordon, the Honeycomb, Cream, Searchers, Manfred Mann, all kinds of stuff. all kinds of goodies. And the last record I want to talk about, which means a lot to me, I can find it here. I put it aside. I'm going to show this, and I'm going to tell a little background story about it. This is a promotional thing, and I found this really bizarre that I found this. Part of the freebies. It's called An Evening with Danny Thomas, and it was sponsored by Post. Invites you to spend an evening with Danny Thomas. And now here's the back of the cover. There's Danny. He is the father of Marlo Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
And what's cool about this record, it's a promo, and it's, of course, sponsored by Post Cereal. And Danny Thomas was a great man because he started the St. Jude's Foundation for children that have cancer and other special, cancer stuff. And he started the St. Jude's, where a lot of people now donate money to help children and people that are in need for their children. And he's the one that started it. And my grandmother, Josephine, was really good friends with Danny Thomas.
Oh, wow.
And unfortunately, well, there was a picture of Danny Thomas with my grandmother and her husband. She was remarried, but they were really good friends with Danny and the family. And there's a picture of my grandmother with Danny Thomas and her husband that I don't know where it is. My grandmother passed away at least, I don't know, 15 years ago or so. And I don't know if one of her other daughters has it. And she unfortunately recently passed. So I don't know where this photo is. And I really wish I could find it because it means a lot to me, because I remember seeing that picture when I was much younger. And my grandmother always told me that Danny Thomas was such a very, very nice man. He was always very kind to them. He took them out to dinner a couple times. And very nice, genuine human being that was very kind and helped a lot of people. And like I said, he started the St. Jude's Foundation. And a lot of people donate. Best Buy is one of the stores that, like around Christmas time and the holidays, they ask you to donate to St. Jude's Hospital, and it's a very good foundation. And it means a lot to me personally because like I said, my grandmother was really good friends with Danny, and may he rest in peace. And his daughter Marlo Thomas, I'm sure she carries on his legacy. So I just wanted to put that out there. Shout out to Danny Thomas and his family. They were really good people. And so when I saw this record, it really touched my heart, so I had to have it. So I'm glad. It was fun. It was just strange that this record was in there. And I really like one day to find that photograph that I saw of my grandmother and Danny Thomas, but I don't know if I'll ever get a hold of it.
It's really neat when you find a record that means so much and it can just take you back to.
Yeah, but it does mean a lot.
Well, there's hopes that that photograph can be found. Maybe you can reach out to more family and.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's wow. Do you know where that record is recorded? And did you know if your grandmother was present when it was recorded?
Oh, I don't know.
Wow.
Let me see if it says it in the back. I really don't know. It does have a radio station on WUSC.
USC, University of South Carolina, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know.
Southern California, no, that would be a Z. WUSC. Hey, oh, sorry, so sorry. Hit the wrong button, folks. WUSC.
Yeah, but Yeah, it's pretty cool. When I saw Danny's name on there, I was like, wow.
So it is a University of South Carolina, which is in Columbia.
Oh,
Which,
wow.
I've played in Columbia before, that's for sure. Yeah, that's awesome. That's so cool. Good for you. Stephen was telling us a little bit about the Beatles covers. He said Dean Martin never recorded a Beatles or Beatles related song. Out of all crooners of his era, he never recorded a Beatles song for any of his 60s or 70s albums.
Wow. That is interesting.
That is very interesting.
I guess he held something against them. He didn't like them.
I don't know. Who knows? But that's interesting. A lot of people did cover the Beatles, and
Yep.
years ago I read that Yesterday was the most covered covered song of all time. But who knows now? And that would be interesting. I like the fact that Stephen referred to Sunshine Pop. I like a lot of Sunshine Pop. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm more of a pop psych guy, and I was like, there's a band called The Smoke.
Wasn't there a band called the Sunshine Company too?
Yes, absolutely. And there was a record store reissue of that. I think the band The Smoke, they're most known for Cowboys and Indians. I think that's a wonderful example of pop psych. Maybe the best example I could think of. Second would be Odyssey and Oracle, minus the last two tracks. Yeah. So, Allan, that is incredible. That is incredible getting all those cool records. Some that
Yep.
I personally own, some that I listen to a lot. I mean, I think about Gladys Knight, and I think about Roberta Flack. Wonderful, wonderful stuff, and everything.
I even said, "Are you sure you want to just give these to me?" He goes, "Yep." He goes, "I bought so many records. I have a lot of overflow of records. Just take them and use them however you want."
Well, that's really cool. That is really neat. So congratulations there. I would just say, oh, I had a blast with those records. Absolutely. None went in the garbage and blah, blah, blah. Send me more. Yeah.
Yeah, he just had, he needed room to put this big collection that he bought. And I guess he went through stuff and just, here, you want these? Take them.
Yeah.
I guess if you're a record store owner, you know what's sitting there, and it depends on what area you are of the country. Like you said, when I opened up with those two Southern records, you were like, oh, they would sell right away here. But here where I live, I guess they don't sell.
Yeah, yeah. And it could be, his taste, what he enjoys listening to, and it could be what he focuses on selling. And
yeah. And if these things are just sitting there collecting dust, I was even like, okay, really, should I take these? I don't know, because I have enough of my own records. But they do make an interesting coffee and vinyl.
Absolutely. Well, even if you just listen to some of them once and pass them on, you're doing something cool. I mean, he could have easily donated them to a charity shop and got a tax write-off. So that was really neat that he did to you and cool things like that. But yeah, we can easily get overloaded with what I call fluff, and that could be fluff for him. And if he's got 4 copies of Southern Rock's greatest hits, he might not need a 5th copy or something like that.
And one day my son wants to sell some of his stuff, and I want to get rid of some stuff, so he might help me load up my truck, and then we can go to a flea market when it's safe to go to one, I guess, and sell some stuff, get rid of stuff.
You're always welcome to join me on one of my YouTube sales, Allan, and offer your records for sale. And that way you don't have to haul them. Just ship them, out.
I could be part of your auction.
You sure could, yeah. And I welcome other people. I've actually reached out to some of the other record stores. They wanted to do some tag teaming, like Coffee and Vinyl, just back and forth. But yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Well, you used to didn't you do it at one point? You did an auction with other people. You don't do it anymore?
Which was non-record stuff. Yeah, I did it. I'll do it again. I don't always promote them on my channel because I'm selling toys and stuff like that. Hey, people come to me for records.
Yeah,
CD. So yeah, absolutely. And it was wonderful. And I'll do it again. It was fun. And it also helped me during the days of trying to figure out how I'm going to survive and what I'm going to do. And I'm still trying to figure out how to survive, folks. I mean, July 1's coming around quick.
Yep. It's amazing it's already late June already. I mean, I don't know where the time goes, but it goes.
Yeah. I just hope it's one day closer to a vaccine. And then tonight, Carol, my cousin Carol, she's doing a jewelry auction, and I'm not going to be offering jewelry. I don't even have any. But what I will do is I'll be there with her, help her moderate and things like that. So yeah. But anyway, Allan, amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that. It's always interesting to see things like that happen. And
you're welcome.
And it's always cool for people to get connected with records that they enjoy and records that they can.
I'm happy that everybody all the people that were watching us chimed in live here. Yeah. And Stephen, thank you very much for the info that you put out there. Stephen, I've watched him before. I want to plug Stephen Snee. He has his own channel, and he's good friends with one of my friends, Matthew Street, and they have collaborated a couple times. And they've done videos together, presenting different records and talking about their faves. So that was really nice to watch that when they did that. They both have terrific channels.
And Stephen, I'm sorry.
And Stephen has a lot of information. He's interviewed a lot of people, and he knows a lot about the different genres of music. So it was great having Stephen here and putting out what he knows about records that I was showing. So thank you, Stephen.
And Steve is also champion of CDs, champion of compact discs. Cheers. Yeah. So there you go, folks. I appreciate it a bunch. Tomorrow I'll be back, hopefully, and try to do it every morning on Coffee and Vinyl. And always looking guests. Still waiting for Adam and C to chime in to give me his schedule, and of course, Stephen, you're welcome to join also. And
is Stephen still there? And Adam that joined us also.
Adam and C, he may have had to get back to work, but yeah, he might be listening. Maybe not able.
You're welcome, Stephen.
Yeah. Well, great. All right, folks. Big plans for the weekend, Allan?
Well, I might see a friend that I haven't seen in quite a while. We touched base a couple of days ago, so he might visit. He lives about an hour away from me south, so we might hang out this weekend on a Saturday. I think Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah, and that's an hour closer to me. All right, take care, everybody. I'll see you soon. Thank you, Allan. I'm interested to hear the records you play and get your feedback from that. So
okay, if you want to keep me on so we can talk privately for a couple of minutes.
And thank you, everybody. I appreciate it a bunch. And there's a couple comments here coming in. I might read them before they go. Thanks for the hangout, gentlemen. Have a great day. Thank you, Stephen. And
thank you.
Like that. So there's a link to Allan's channel in the description of this video. So if you want to go check out Allan's channel and learn about where
I just made a couple new videos.
Oh, cool. Absolutely. All right, cool. All right, rock and roll, everybody. Cheers.
Peace. Thanks for watching and tuning in, and have an enjoyable, great day.